Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 170 of our trek, and yesterday we explored trails 1 through 5 of the 5 trails needed to get over yourself so that you can get on with your trek in life. Today we will complete trails 4 and 5. If you miss any of our days of our Wisdom Trek episodes, please go to wisdom-trek.com and listen to them or read the daily journal. We are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. After a relaxing but productive weekend, the work week is full with activities that we need to wrap up before heading back to Marietta at the end of the week. Leaf harvest will keep us very busy for a few days when we return to the big house. We will remain in Marietta through the first week of December. The days, months, and years are rapidly passing us by. I have to continually remind myself to slow down and enjoy the journey. But let's jump right on our trail today as we look at the subject matter of the 5 trails hike to getting over yourself so that you can get on with your trek of life. Let's review the introduction from yesterday's exploration of trails 1 through 3 to refresh your memory. If you did not trek with us yesterday, please listen to day 169 before proceeding with today so that you will experience the entire trek that we are taking. Have you ever noticed how life just happens? It just does. And yet we spend so much time trying to control what happens in our life, micromanaging how it happens, and then telling everyone else what they should do to control and manage their lives that we often miss the point of what we are actually experiencing in our own life. The question is, why do we expend so much energy trying to control things that we really have no control over? At the end of the day, isn't it just exhausting? Life is actually quite simple. We have 2 choices in any given situation, circumstance, or event. We can be a victim and believe that things are happening to us, that we have no control over our situations, and blame others for the injuries that we have suffered. Or we can start taking responsibilities for our own lives, our own thoughts, our own words, and our own actions, and decide that regardless of what the injury, we are going to choose to live life on our own terms in a powerful way. Unfortunately, in our society, we are supported, encouraged, and even rewarded at times for being the victim. And yet, does being a victim really feel good? Not usually. Being a victim tends to make us feel weak, vulnerable, and powerless. And these feelings in turn can lead to depression, frustration, and uncertainty. No wonder we have so much trouble in our society today. The difference between taking responsibilities for ourselves when our life throws us a curveball versus being a victim of a situation is that we become far better equipped spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and many times even physically. We stop allowing the energy vampires to suck the life out of us, and rather than feeling powerless, depressed, and frustrated, we're able to experience our situations as an opportunity to test our superpower of strength, positivity, clarity, and focus. So if you're sick and tired of feeling frustrated, drained, like you just can't get a break, and are ready to get over yourself and on with your life, here are a few guidelines for living life on your own terms. Yesterday, we hiked the first 3 trails, which were, stop blaming everyone else, and second, your life is your responsibility, and the 3rd trail we looked at was, things are not always as they seem. And today we want to hike the final 2 trails. The 4th trail is, acknowledging your feelings trail. Feelings are simple, really. We like things that make us feel good, such as love, affection, romance, and acknowledgement. And we don't like the things that make us feel bad, such as frustration, anger, sadness, or hurt. Of course, if we didn't know what one felt like, how would we recognize the other? How could we know if we were in a good mood if we didn't know what it felt like to be angry or upset? The feelings we don't like, we tend to deny them, stuff them, or rationalize them away. We do anything we can to avoid really acknowledging them and hope that it limits our discomfort. Here's the thing. Feelings, pain, discomfort, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, are like a little kid pulling on your pant leg to get your attention. Now, if you have kids, you understand. If you don't, go spend a day with a few 3- and 4-year-olds. You'll understand then. When a child wants your attention, they don't really care what's going on in the rest of your life at that moment. They are not maliciously trying to upset you or irritate you. They are attempting to bring your awareness to their situation that needs attention. Once you give them your full, undivided attention, they feel acknowledged and heard, and then they usually move on to a greater adventure with more fun until the next time. Feelings are exactly like that. They are designed to increase our awareness of our experiences and help us to determine how we want to live our lives. Acknowledge them as they come up, and remember, tears are nothing more than a little bit of water that are released because of emotional pressures. In 1 John chapter 3, verses 19 through 21, the apostle tells us, "Our actions will show that we belong to the truth, so that we will be confident when we stand before God. Even if we feel guilty, God is greater than our feelings, and He knows everything. Dear friends, if we don't feel guilty, we can come before God with bold confidence." And then onto our fifth trail, and it's the Say What You Mean trail. In challenging situations, are you more concerned about being nice than saying what you're really thinking? Are you afraid if you say what you really mean, someone else might be offended, hurt, or discounted? Saying what you mean doesn't mean that you have to be a jerk, and being nice doesn't necessarily require saying more. When we default what we are really thinking and feeling for the sakes of being nice to others, we compromise ourselves. Come on, be honest. We've all had those moments after a situation where we've kicked ourselves and come up with at least 3 responses of what we should have said in that situation. So why don't you try this? Take a current situation you have challenges in communicating around, write out what you want to say. Now see if you can write out the same explanation or communication in 10 words or less. Eliminate the fluff and get right to the heart of the matter. It may be a little challenging at first, but the more you practice, the better you will get at it. Life is what we choose to make of it, and often we must be willing to get over ourselves in order to get on with the business of truly living our lives. Proverbs 17:27 puts it this way, "A truly wise person uses few words. A person of understanding is even-tempered." The trails that we have hiked yesterday and today are very rough trails to navigate. We don't like to deal with these type of situations. We have to encounter situations about ourselves that are not always easy. We need the endurance to carry on even when we don't feel like it. It will allow us to grow and mature so that we can reach our full God-given abilities. The life lessons that we learn each day are valuable to everyone that we meet. So encourage your friends and family to join us each day and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. And we will discover the difference between infecting and affecting others that we impact. I do want to mention a new service that we have available. If you'd like to be added to our weekly email updates for Wisdom Trek, just text the word WISDOM to 44222 on your phone and you will receive a message asking you for your email address, and then we will add you to our weekly updates. It's very quick and easy to do. And that'll finish our podcast for today. Remember to listen to your daily dose of wisdom at wisdom-trek.com or subscribe at iTunes, Google Play, Spreaker, SoundCloud, Stitcher, or YouTube so that the episodes will be downloaded to you automatically each day. And once again, please share Wisdom Trek with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person as you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. The journal for our trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, your friend, as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.